Hey, good morning guys. Welcome back to the Rod Shop. Today we're going to be talking about color schemes. Y'all stick around. Okay, this is question and answer time again. I got a question from, I think it was Ralph, in one of the comments of the last videos, who wanted to know, how do you come up with a color scheme with a client? And really there's three ways to do it, or three categories, I guess, at least with my clients. The first one is they know exactly what they want. So I have one client, and you've seen a bunch of his rods where it is red metal flake, silver metal flake trim. That's it. Everything else is black. Chrome guides. He knows exactly what he wants. He's very experienced at fishing and rod building, even though he doesn't build, but he gave me color numbers from Fuji. Anyway, that's easy, except you're not sure exactly what their expectations are, and he let me play with the design a little bit. And now I've come up with a standard accent, and I showed you guys how to do repeatable trim bands. That's on his rods. They are exactly the same, every one of them. You open his rod box, there's 30 rods in there, identical. That's one client. The second kind of client is the one who says, I want a purple rod, or I want a green rod. And then what I do is I break out my colors and I stare at them, waiting for some kind of inspiration. Or I'll question them, you know, what is your favorite sports team? You know, that's where the Gator rods come in, and the LSU rods, and the Alabama rods, and a bunch of different sports team themed rods I have done. That is also pretty easy. You just have to get a really good sense of what their expectations are. How much color's on the rod? Do you start with a white blank, a colored blank, a dark blank, a matte blank, a shiny blank? Most of my clients give me a lot of leeway. But sometimes I get, hey, I want a rod that is an Oklahoma Sooner rod, or I want a Miami Dolphin rod, and I've got a Miami rod over here. I've got a Sooner rod that's almost done. I'm getting ready to start the LSU rod. I built hundreds of Gator rods, some for me, some for another client who loves Gator rods. But anyway, that's two types. And then there's my favorite kind. And they're like, I've seen your videos, I have your rods, just figure it out, and all right, so which reel do you want to put on it? Oh, do I have it? I don't have it in here. I know for me what reel I like to use on a rod before I build a rod. Am I going to use a custom light? Am I going to use a heavier duty reel? Is it a flipping stick? I have my reels matched to my rods, matched to my techniques, which is matched to the line size and type, which is matched to the bait weight. I know it's way OCD, but that's half the fun of being a custom rod builder, especially when you're building for yourself. So this is an example of a rod. This is the second rod for this guy. He's a client out in Arizona. The first one, he specified colors. He wanted some purple in it. This one, he's like, the reel's black. Just do your thing. And I said, well, what do you think of green? And so this rod became a muted camo color with some greens and some olives and some tans in the thread work, in the marbling, and then it will get gold labels on it that'll really pop over this dark olive and black marbled. This actually has 4 colors in it, although it's tough to tell in the light. I wonder if I can get some more light on that for you guys. Maybe. The rod shop's falling apart. I've got to get in here and clean this place, guys, because it has just been chaos in here. So I don't know if you can see that, but it does have 4 different colors. But it's got 3 colors. One of the colors has the flat and the flake in it. But it looks really good in the sun. I don't know if this light's doing justice to it, but This is my favorite kind of rod to build. These are the kind of rods I really enjoy building because it's like, yeah, I like green. Do what you want. So anyway, those are the 3 types of rod clamps you're going to have. Typically, that's the 3 that I wind up having most of the time. So that's how I come up with colors. I mean, for yourself, it's even harder because then you can do anything you want. So making up your mind is the hard part. Actually doing this stuff is pretty easy, obviously. I am working on another one. I haven't got back on this desert camo rod, but one I built for myself as an experiment because I have not done a desert camo is this one. This is replacing, this is a 6406, replacing the one I broke, or the rod locker got me fishing on a windy day. Hadn't made a cast, opened the rod locker with spot lock on, wasn't paying attention, nose pointed into the wind, rod locker lid got caught, and just as I was pulling it out, it went. It took about that much off of it. In fact, I think it's still in here. Yep. This is the one that will now be a short jerkbait rod. Because, yeah, I took that much off of the rod locker, took that much off of it. So, anyway, that's how I do colors. I hope that helped. I've got a bunch of other questions that I'm looking forward to answering for you guys on video. It's so much easier for me to do this. I hope you guys like it. Just keep pouring them in, and you can put them in email. I got a couple from, I got one from Mike and from somebody else, and I got about 10 questions on the comments on the videos. You can do that. That's easy too. I'm glad you guys are responding to this format. It's fun for me, and I hope you guys are getting something out of it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. We're out.